In this tutorial, I'll show you how to adjust some of the specific module event settings for this particular events module. The way we get to those settings is we simply roll over the blue drop-down arrow next to the title, and we come down here and we choose Settings. When we do, we see that we have some basic settings. Now you'll see these for every module, whether it's an events module or an FAQs module or a text module. You can change the title, you can set the permissions. There's some advanced settings and paid settings that you can use for those modules. But for the events module, we have another list here, event module settings. And if we expand that list, you'll see we have lots and lots of different options. I'll just talk you through a couple here. The first thing you'll notice is you can edit the time interval. So right now, as it stands, we can only enter events on the half hour. But let's say you had an event that started at 6:15 instead of 6:30. We would want to say we can enter events every 15 minutes. So that way it gives us the 15 and the 45 options as well. The event time zone. So you want to just set this to the time zone where you are. So we'll put it to Eastern time zone. We'll assume we're in New York. Display tooltip will show a little pop-up when someone rolls over the event. It'll show a little pop-up with the event details and the time. The theme or the skin, that's the actual look of the calendar. So I'm going to show you what the fixed blue looks like. The default module view, each events module you can either show as a month, as a list of events, or as a week of events. I like the month view the best, so I'm going to leave it there. But your user actually has the option of changing that, unless you want to disable that. And you can disable that by just clicking, I want the month to be the only view. But I'm going to let them choose how they want to see it. There's lots of these options that you won't use, but let me mention a few that you will. This permit recurring events. That means that you're allowing yourself to enter events that recur. So if you have an event that recurs every Sunday and you want to permit that event to recur every Sunday, you can do that there. Prevent schedule conflict. This is a good one to check, especially if you're using this events module for one particular ministry that you don't want to have overlapping events. So you can check that box. Weekend starts Friday. I always love that one, so I wish it would say weekend starts Wednesday, but all we can get is Friday, so we'll go ahead and go with that. And then we're going to click Update down here at the bottom. You'll see there's lots of other options in here, and we'll get to those options in later tutorials. But for now, we're going to go ahead and click Update. And when we do, you'll notice that now you can't even see it all in this small window, but you've got a much bigger calendar. That's because we changed the theme or the skin. And if I go ahead and roll over and choose Add Event, you'll see that now I have options to add events every 15 minutes. So those are the two changes we made in the settings, but you can make lots of other changes there and fiddle with those and get it set up how you want.